Hey guys, what's going on? I'm making this video kind of as a response to myself from a year ago. Um, that video is titled What's Going On with FGOJP right now. That video is still up. You can go watch it. I recommend you go watch that video before watching this video. If not, pause this video and go watch that video. But anyways, what ended up happening on JP was we did have a rerun. It was Gouda Gouda 6, which was from 2021. Audio Call 4 happened, and that went pretty well. And no, we did not get a collab. And that's unfortunate, but hey, I'm not the devs, so what do I know? But we did get something neat. We got the grand system, which allows you to turn your favorite servant of each class into your grand, so that's neat. And the anniversary servant for the 10th anniversary was Olga Marie, which, quite honestly, I don't think anybody expected that. I think a lot of people were really expecting Galahad to be the anniversary servant, but hey, we got proven wrong, including myself, because I am just as guilty as thinking. Well, what am I saying? No, I'm just as guilty of thinking that Galahad was going to be the anniversary servant. I was wrong. And, of course, FGO had its final chapter. I use that term very loosely because it wasn't really the final chapter. It was more of. It was the final chapter of part 2 because the game didn't end and the story's not ending. We got the Aftertime prologue back in January, and we had the floral event, which a lot of people mistaked it for Florida event. I really don't think that would go well, but hey, I could be wrong. Of course, we had Valentine's as usual, and we got Demeter, which, again, I don't really care because I don't roll for that Valentine servant anyways. Of course, we had Caldea Boys Collection, which is White Day, and that gave us Jacques de Molay. Well, no, Jacques de Molay. God, I cannot pronounce French. And this time we got him as a male, which now there are two versions, male and female. Whoopee. Female is a foreigner and male is a saber. The male is from Arcade, which ended service as of today. So, yeah, there will not be any more FGO Arcade. Sucks, but not much we can do about it. For Summer 10, we got Ryogi Shigi Summer, we got Tiamat Summer, we got Miss Crane Summer, which a lot of these units I don't think we were necessarily expecting to be summer units, but hey, shows what we know. And of course, we got Crimhild and oh god, what's her name? Oh yeah, Huiyan Zhou as 4 stars. Um, yeah, oh boy. Right now on NA, we have the Witch and the Holy Knight collab going on, which it just started earlier today. It started around like 4 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Daylight Time. Audio Call wrapped up like 2 weeks ago, I think. I'm not 100% sure because I finished Audio Call 2 pretty quickly, which OC2 was good story, good gameplay wise. I really liked it, and I am looking forward to OC3, which is the Moon Cancer chapter. Which, who isn't? Um, there will be a new main story chapter coming out on JP sometime in June, I think. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what that entails, but I don't know. Um it's just very quiet for FGO right now because it wasn't like last year where we had OC4 coming out and there was tons of speculation of what could have came out beforehand. And, well, like I said earlier, we ended up getting Guda Guda 6 as a rerun, which this year we are getting a collab on JP, and it is Fate Strange Fake, probably to most people's what am I saying? We all saw this coming. It was the most logical because Nasu doesn't want to write Red Garden, which why he won't do that already, I don't know, because Piece of the Blue Glass Moon came out back in 2021, so come on, Nasu. Let's release Red Garden already so we can get that Tsukihime collab that people are wanting, because you see the polls, they want a Tsukihime collab. But of course, as always, that's up to the devs. Um, and as for the Witch and the Holy Knight collab, who you should be rolling for, well, unlike last year, there's really not a clear and concise. No, there's really not a clear way to explain this, but I'm going to explain this the best I can, and that's all I can do. It's really up to you, because both Alco and Alice, who are the rate up servants for this collab, they're both very good. Of course, they both serve different functions. Alco is definitely more niche and is definitely good as a pseudo support. So, if you're wanting to use her to do big damage fast, okay, yeah, she's great for that. But she is very awkward. And luckily, I know how to use her, which I've used her as friend support, which I can say she is very strong. But Alice is definitely more for inexperienced players. So it really depends on what your needs are at the moment. If you have a solid caster that can do everything you need it to, okay, then you don't need Alice. But if you don't need either or, don't roll, save for anniversary. I am rolling for Alico because why not? Of course, anniversary is right around the corner. Haha, it's coming out probably July 4th of this year. I mean, hey, FGONA turns 9 and America turns 250 on the same day. What a coincidence. Ha ha ha. But yeah, definitely know what you're getting into if you're rolling for either or. Now, if you're a newer player, I would recommend skipping both of them and rolling for Castoria because Castoria is really good. She's one of those units that you kind of have to have because she's just a good overall support. And once you get Castoria, your farming life will become much easier. Like, very easy. I have Castoria, and I can personally vouch for her. This video is already running a bit long. It's almost 12 minutes, but I think some key takeaways are do your research on the units you're wanting to roll for and have a roll plan. Okay? Please have a roll plan because if you do not have a roll plan and you're just going to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to roll for whoever I feel like, I mean, it'll work, but you definitely want to optimize how much SQ you have going into anniversary. So that's why I say have a roll plan. But yeah, this video was really just a response and a follow up to the video I made around this time last year. For anyone rolling on the Witch and the Holy Night collab banners, I wish you much luck. I will be rolling for Alico myself once I complete the main story of the event. And of course, as for anniversary, I'm of course rolling for Space Areshki Doll. Why wouldn't I? What am I, stupid? Of course I'm going to roll for my waifu because I am a man of culture. Of course I need to roll for my waifu, but that's it for this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and, if you have any speculation on who the collaboration servants for the Strange Fake collab will be, besides Richard, because he will most likely get a rerun, please put it in the comics. Comics? No, comments. What am I saying? Man, I can't speak today. Or, no, it's evening. Yeah, because by the time I'm uploading this, it will be evening, but anyways, for the time being, I'm signing off. I'll see you in the next video.